Hi everyone, today I am going to discuss the paper 2 of Mathematics Syllabus D, May-June 2020. The exam code 4024, paper 22. In this paper, you can use your calculator and in any question, if you don't get an exact answer and if they haven't specified the wanted significant figures or the decimal places, you always have to leave your answer in 3 significant figures and in angles 1 decimal place. And for the value of pi, you can use either your calculator value or the value 3.142. And for this paper, you are getting 100 marks. Question number 1. A. Stefan has an annual income of $21,500 in 2018. His annual income increased to $22,790 in 2019. Calculate the percentage increase. So, before finding the percentage increase, we have to find the amount that was increased. So, 22,790 take away 21,500. It is 1,290. Then we need to find the percentage. So 1,290 upon the initial amount, which was 21,500, and since they asked the percentage, we should multiply by 100%. So the two zeros simplify. So 1,290 divided by 215. Answer is 6%. Here the answer is 6. Part B. Stefan invests $1,260 in a bank. The bank pays simple interest at a rate of 2.5% per year. Calculate the amount Stefan has in the bank at the end of 3 years. So when they ask the amount, that is the interest plus the amount that he has invested. So first we will find the interest. We have a very common, very popular formula. I equals PTR over 100, where P is the amount invested, T the time, R the interest. So it's 1,260 into time is 3 years into the rate is 2.5 over 100. So that is 94.5. Then the total amount is he has invested 1,260 plus 94.5. So the answer is $1,354.5. Part C. Stefan changes 4,300 Indian rupees into dollars. The exchange rate is $1 is 67.8 Indian rupees. Work out how much he receives. Give your answer correct to the nearest dollar. So $1 is 67.8 Indian rupees. To find how many dollars in 4,300 Indian rupees, we have to divide it by 67.8. So the answer is 63.4218, so on. Then they ask the answer correct to nearest dollar. So here we have to consider there's 4. So if the number is less than 5, we don't have to add any. So the answer is 63. Question number 2. A. The length of a rectangle is 6 centimeters more than its width. W centimeters. The perimeter of the rectangle is 37 centimeters. Form an equation in W and solve it to find the width of the rectangle. So we can have a small diagram. This is our rectangle. Length of a rectangle is 6 more than its width. So width is W. 6 more than means W plus 6. And they have given us the perimeter as 37. So we have to add the 4 numbers, 4 sides. And make it equals to 37. 4W plus 12 equals to 37. 4W is 37 minus 12. 25. Then we have to divide both sides by 4. W is 6.25. So they ask the length of the value of the W. So it is 6.25. Part B. A rectangle 20 cm by 8 cm is cut from a rectangle 28 cm by 15 cm. Each measurement is given correct to nearest centimeter. Calculate the upper bound for the area of the shaded region. So when we are supposed to find the upper bound or the lower bound, we have to consider the nearest number. It is nearest centimeter, means 1. Then in order to get the upper bound and the lower bound, we have to divide that number by 2, 0.5. So upper bound can be found by adding 0.5 to the number, and the lower bound can be found by subtracting 0.5 from the number. In this case, they ask the upper bound for the area of the shaded region. So to find the shaded region, we have to do a subtraction. From the area of the bigger rectangle, we have to subtract the area of the smaller rectangle. And since they ask the upper bound, when we consider the two areas, we have to consider the upper bounds of the bigger rectangle and the lower bounds of the smaller rectangle. So if we do it in one step, that is 28.5 into 15.5, because we have to add 0.5 to get the upper bound. Then here to get the lower bound, we have to minus 0.5 from each. Then since they ask the shaded region, we have to subtract the two areas. So that is going to be 7.5 into 19.5. Here 441.75 minus 146.25. So the answer is 295.5 squared centimeters. Question number 3. This is regarding trigonometry. A light L is fixed on a building 8 meters above the base here of the building. This is the building. Here L is the light, B is the base. A point P is on the horizontal ground 12 meters from B. Calculate the angle of elevation. So angle of elevation occurs when we look up. So if this is our eye level, when we look up only, the angle of elevation forms. So this is the angle of elevation. So in this case, the angle of elevation is this. So this is a right angle triangle. This is the opposite according to the angle. This is the adjacent. Therefore, we have to use tan theta. 8 over 12. So theta is tan inverse 8 over 12. So answer is 33.69 so on. So we have to leave our, now this is an angle now. Therefore we have to leave this in 1 dp. Here 9. So we have to add 1. So the answer is 33.7 degrees. Part B. A ladder is placed on the ground at Q to reach the light L. The ladder makes an angle of 70 with the ground. Calculate QL. So according to this is the opposite, this is the adjacent, and this is the hypotenuse. So in this case, we know the angle, we know the opposite side, and we have to find the hypotenuse. So we are using sine ratio. Sine 70 equals 8 over QL. So QL is 8 divided by sine 70. Answer is 8.513, and it is not ending, it is not an exact answer. Then here 3 significance. So the answer is 8.51 meters. Here answer is 8.51 meters. Part C of the same question. A vertical pole RS, here is the pole, of length 1.6 meters is placed touching the horizontal ground. The light produces a shadow TS of the pole on the horizontal ground. LRT is a straight line and TB is 6.5. Calculate TS. We need to find the distance of this. So in this case, these two triangles, the smaller one TRS and TBL are similar triangles. That means we have to consider the ratios between the corresponding sides. So these two are the corresponding sides, and here TS and TB, not SB, TS and TB, they are the corresponding sides. So when I write the ratio, it is 1.6 over 8 is equals to TS over 6.5. Now here I considered 1.6 first. So in this case also I have to consider the side in that triangle. So we have to do a cross multiplication. TS is 1.6 multiplied by 6.5 divided by 8. Answer is 1.3 meters. Question number 4. This is regarding statistics. A. The table summarizes the time m hours that each student in a year group spend listening to music in one day. You are given the frequency table as well as you are given an incompleted frequency density, the histogram, right? So you are given the first 3 bars here. We'll see the first question, that is, use the histogram to find the value of P. So the value of P is here. So we have to find that frequency. Now we'll compare our frequency table and the histogram. Here 0 to 1, 8. So when you look at this, 0 to 1, they have drawn exactly 8. That means 0 to 1 is the default group. Now here 1 to 1.5 means half of this one, and the frequency is 10. Look at here, they have drawn a bar with height 20. Why is that? Because here the half of the group and you have to double the frequency, because we know in a histogram the area is the frequency is proportional to the area of the height, the bar. Then P is for 1.5 and 2, right? So in 1.5 to 2, the height of the bar is 30. So we have to get the half of that to find the answer, because it 20, it's 10. Then if it is 30, that is 30 divided by 2, answer is 15. So the value of P is 15. And part 2, they ask us to complete the histogram. Right, now here, this is okay. This one, 2 to 2.5, again half. So if it is 14, we have to draw a bar with height 28. So 25 is here. This is gone by 2 by 2. 26, 27, 28. And 2 to 2.5. Then 2.5 to 3.5, 23. Now here 2.5 to 3.5, that is one interval, like it is not the half, so you can straight away take 23, 20, 21, 22, 23, and that is one full interval, so you don't have to double it. Next interval is 3.5 to 5. So when we consider 3.5 to 5, that is 1.5, because 3.5 to 4 half, and 4 to 5 1. So it is like 1.5, and here you have 18. We have to multiply 18 by 1.5 to get the height, that is 27. So from 3.5 to 5, you have to draw a bar with height 27. 25, 26 and 27 here. So up to here and 5. 5 to 7, there are 2 intervals joined together. Then it is 12 divided by 2, 6. So 5 to 7, the height is 6. 5, 6 here. So that is how we draw the histogram for a frequency table with different class widths. Part B, this table summarizes the time CRs that each student in a group of 50 students spent cooking in 1 week. So you are given the frequency table. Calculate an estimate of the mean time spent cooking. So in this case, we have to consider the mid values of these intervals, because we are given an interval. So here the mid value is 0 plus 2 divided by 2, 1. 2 plus 4 divided by 2, 3. 4 plus 6 divided by 2, 5. Then 6 plus 8 divided by 2, 7. 8 plus 10 divided by 2, 9. Like this way we have to consider the mid values in order to find the mean. Then we multiply each and every, the corresponding mid value with the frequency. 1 into 8 plus 16 into 3 plus 15 into 5 plus 7 into 7 plus 4 into 9, and this is about 50 students. So we have to divide this by 50. Here it is 216 divided by 50. Answer is 4.32. So the mean time spent cooking is 4.32 hours. Part 2. Draw the cumulative frequency diagram. In order to draw the cumulative frequency diagram, we have to have the cumulative frequencies. The first one is 8, then 8 plus 16, 24, 24 plus 15, 39, 39 plus 7, 46, 46 plus 4, 50. So the final number should be the total number here. Then when we are adding this, like it is like 0 to 2, 8. So we have to plot the point at 2. So when it is to 8. So here when it is 2, you have to have 8. Then when it is 4, it's 24. Like that way you have to draw the, you have to plot the points. 4 it is 24. Then 6 it is 39. 8 it is 46. And finally 10 it is 50. After that you have to join the points using a smooth curve. So this is the cumulative frequency diagram. Part 3. Use the cumulative frequency diagram to find an estimate for the median. Median is the middle value. You have 50 students. So the middle value will be 50 divided by 225. So from the cumulative frequency side, take 25. Here is the 25. So you have to draw a line. Then from there you have to come down. So here 4, here 5. So it is like now 4 to 5, each square is 0.2. It's like 4.1 hours. So this is the end of first part of our paper 2 discussion. Please subscribe us for more videos. Thank you for watching us.